So I'm so happy to be here and talk about a category and a brand that I'm very passionate about. Uh, so the category, of course, is food. Within food, there are so many segments, but food is very, very dear to us Indians, but not necessarily the shopping of food. Traditionally, there are so many channels across which we've been shopping, whether it is the local kirana store, we've seen the progression, our fruits and vegetables are coming in fresh daily from all kinds of sources, carts, stores. Uh, a lot of progress has happened in the mass market, and there are supermarkets and hypermarkets. Uh, but while food is so interesting, it largely remains as a very functional transaction. The actual shopping is not necessarily an enjoyable thing, and it's very, very susceptible to move easily across to a convenience category. So it can move, so it's a very lucrative category to move to online shopping. It's a great lucrative category to move to home delivery and phone delivery as a mechanism. And that's something that we've all been observing all around us, that you don't want to go to the store necessarily if you have somebody who can service it and send it across to your house over a phone call. Everybody's talking a lot about online, but I think the phone business is the biggest one within the food industry. So that's an important channel. And a lot of that is happening because the category is somewhere very functional, and it's a chore which you have to do to fill up the rations at home. So how do you really bring in aspiration and excitement to get the customer to shop in this category? How do you want the customer to come into your store and feel that mojo back into shopping in this category? And if you look at the category overall, it's such an exciting space to be in right now. If there is a fashion, food is the current fashion. The amount of time people are spending in looking at food shows on television, and mind you, these consumers are not necessarily into cooking themselves. Most of them have cooks and maids. Very, very small percentage of people would be actually trying to cook the recipes that they're looking at in these cookery shows. But it's a category of entertainment. Food is the latest trend and it's the fashion. So bringing in this entire aspect for Nature's Basket, for us, the secret ingredient have been our differentiators. And these differentiators, we use all of them together holistically, not any one of them, but all of them together to build customer experience. So our 5 pillars of differentiation are around these. The first one, of course, is range. So the product itself is differentiated. We stand for organic food. One of our critical pillars is indulgence. In indulgence, you have categories, new categories which the consumers want to explore, like there's cheese, there's a lot within the non-veg category, there's cold cuts, there's international cuisines, wines, beers. There is a whole world over there of berries, fruits, exotic fruits and vegetables. The other very strong pillar within our range is health. Health is one of the largest trends which is emerging today. If you observe around you in India, the number of people that are going to a nutritionist, that are conscious about their fitness, that are probably using a fitness app or a fitness activity tracker or something of that sort, is on the increase. And everybody is talking about increasing protein, increasing fiber, going back to the roots. Some people are getting more conscious about where their food comes from, or is it organic, what does it contain. But health has an implication on a lot of selection from our stores, and especially the upwardly mobile customer really wants products that are healthier and good for him on overall well-being. So it's not just about what the doctor prescribed, but it's a lot about overall well-being that the customer's really interested in. Within range, one of the critical things for us is adding discovery. So a lot of new products that are trending across the world are brought in onto our shelves. it's not just about getting in an international product or a particular category, but it has to be the best in the category. So we are not a store, we choose very carefully what we stand for, and hence also what we cannot stand for. So we do not have the space, and we don't have the kind of customer experience where we'll be able to stand for everything. We don't carry the depth of range in each category that we stock. This is something that defines us, because we cannot, because we don't have the space, it comes at a premium. So we carry very, very specifically premium selections from in each category. And I think this is something that our customer really values. So, like I said, the kind of categories that really excite our consumers, whether it's wine or cheese, breads, even within each category, there are trends, and a lot of listening goes into really understanding what the consumer is looking for in those categories. So if we look at breads, yes, at one point the market moved from regular breads to brown bread or whole wheat breads. Today in our stores, the consumer has moved to gluten-free breads and breads enriched with sunflower seeds or other seeds. So there's a whole world of development in each category that's happening, and the trends are being set over here. So it takes a lot of listening at our end. And a lot of times, I think our consumers are the ones who are suggesting or asking for a particular product which comes onto our shelf. For example, we heard very, very early signs and demands of chia seeds. I'm talking about almost 2 years back, when the product was just not available in India. And we got in to, try and get the product listed onto our shelves. So a lot of products like that. Private label within our range, again, is about differentiating. It's not about getting another product that can give more value in lesser price. It's not about getting into large categories, perhaps like ketchup, etc., but about creating bridge to luxury brands for our consumers. So our private labels have got seeds, have got snacks that are made with red rice and seeds, or we've got dried blueberries, cranberries, or even if it's chocolate that we have in our private label, it would be probably a coffee nut coated with white cappuccino chocolate. So it's not a product that you will find commonly. It's not an alternative, but it's really bringing in something to India and making it in India, which is probably not available right now easily. So that's about our range. The second most important thing for us is the store experience. And I think the pictures will speak for themselves. It's about international look and feel. It's about creating a boutique feel rather than a supermarket feel. We don't have long aisles. Our stores are designed in a way to create small worlds that allow the customer to immerse himself in that particular category. So if there is a lover of cheese and if he goes to the cheese section, he would be able to interact with cheese. He will be able to taste cheese. There will be a small cheese appreciation that he could quickly buy and try. For example, we sell 5 types of different profiles of cheese paired with the right kind of food, with cheese education on the spot. Similarly, in the wine section, there's a wine cellar which has been set up. It's not just stacking which has been created. In every section, the idea is about creating a world where the consumer can immerse in that particular category and really discover. So if it's teas, for example, as a category, the tea section, he can go in, he can taste teas, he can look at a variety of teas. Demo areas within a store layout, so bringing alive the retail theater, especially for a category where a lot of consumers are experimenting and learning with new kinds of cuisines and foods, is very, very very important. So we actually have a demonstration area built in every store, where every weekend there are cookery demos by our chefs, and we often have events with celebrated chefs coming in from outside. Again, processed and frozen foods are on an increase in popularity with our consumer audience, because again, entertaining at home is a big need. So keeping ready foods, convenience foods, and entire sections on health, which are foods offered for diabetic friendly, that are gluten free, weight management foods, heart healthy foods. So there's an entire range of issues for which we have products. Knowledge is one of the pillars, which is probably our most hard to copy pillar and one of the key ingredients in our mix. So this entire organization has been built with people, right from the kind of people that we take at the head office to the people that are there in stores that have a passion around food, learning and sharing about food. So this is a critical intangible, and some of the things that are done around here, for example, our staff, we don't have people from the sales background, but from a hotel or hospitality background that are there at a store level. These are people who have either worked as a chef or close to chefs in kitchens, in cruise liners, in five-star hotels. So they are very well versed with that kind of a customer audience as well as with the kind of international cuisine that they would be talking about. In addition to that, there's a lot of investment that goes into training this team that comes in for each section. So the wine specialists are WSET certified wine specialists. They can talk to consumers about basic pairing. We have chefs like Vicky Ratnani that come in and train our food specialists on doing demonstrations. Other than that, we've also over time evolved and created this as a platform where consumers can actually connect with their mentors from the industry. So right from master chefs like Gary and George coming in, to master chef participants like Sarah Todd coming in to our store, Chef Ranveer Brar, Chef Vikas Khanna, and these are all people. So we have around 250 to 300 consumer demos with industry experts like this through the year. So that's literally something like 5 demos every week. We're talking about on a footprint of 36 stores in India. So that's a lot of consumer interaction and engagement opportunities where people, so we've totally become a platform where you can meet your mentors from the category. And of course, we have the fresh food theater that our chefs conduct every weekend. This again is an opportunity for people to really enjoy this food and to look at the cuisines that they're looking at, new kinds of foods in the environment that they would really like to sample it, which is, how is it actually going to taste in a dish if I try it out? So that's the fresh food theater that is the last peg. Then coming on to service, I think consumers like ours that are upwardly mobile, that are so interested in entrenched in lifestyle and in this category, are looking for solutions and not just products. And there are constantly, we are looking for opportunities to build such solutions. So one of the insights that we had was that whenever people are entertaining at home, that's when they're really looking at putting their best foot forward. And one of the stores that is usually on the route is Nature's Basket. So people shop with us when they're especially entertaining at home. And we've gone ahead and created solutions in that area, right from dips to ready starters. So we not only sell the bacon, but we can wrap that bacon around asparagus sticks and get starters ready, or stuff blue cheese and dates and make a beautiful presentation. So things like that. Gifting for us is an extremely serious business. There is an entire organization that we've built around this business, and it's huge volume. Most of the largest organizations in this country are today have tried gifting with Nature's Basket, and it's huge volume. So we have stylists, we have teams of stylists, designers who are making and designing this entire range for a season. And it takes a lot of effort to then take it out onto the store teams, training, a look which is different for every season, different budgets, right from from a corporate requirement to a wedding requirement. Different kind of gifts are designed, and that's again a solution that has worked and strengthened our position with our customers a lot more. Things like cheese platters, meat platters, needless to say, all of that it's just a value-added service which is given. So you can, the customer literally buys cheese and the arrangement is complimentary. I think the fifth pillar, and which is loyalty, is for us again something that's helping us build the relation with our customers. And for us, loyalty is, yeah, at a transaction level, it is rewards, but it's beyond rewards. It's about recognition of the customer. Somebody mentioned some time back that how do you recognize that customer standing in the queue at the cash till? You know, is he going to give you an ABV of 20,000 typically or 2,000? So loyalty answers all of that for us. As a premium retailer in a category where we play, we are very targeted with our communication. And hence offers, if at all, never go into mass market. If there are KPIs that people are driving within the team, it would be about increasing frequency, bill values, but all of this would be very customized and very personalized based on the basket of the customer. So loyalty is a huge tool for us to help personalize offers and help customers cross over, build frequency, and even predict possible lapses. So that's how we are currently working on this, and 73% of our sales are coming in through our loyalty base today. So which is a huge number, and we are probably now in our 4th year of our loyalty program with our data, and I think we are really beginning to enjoy now the fruits of the data that we've captured, customer profiles, and we actually are able to now just about beginning to get the predictive model right for getting category growths. And coming to the last but very important pillar, which we can't forget about. So what's happening with our consumer, everybody knows. So while I was observing in some of the panels before that were happening, that even when people were on the panel, they were actually looking into their phones. So technology is with us wherever we are. You know, it's in our palm, it's in our pocket, it's with us. We can't escape it. And it's the reality of the customer. And that's what makes it a very exciting time for a retailer like us. For a category of food and for a retailer, it can't be more exciting. Because earlier, if the customer came and shopped with me once or twice in a month, I don't know after that where else did he shop or what were his other options. Were they because of convenience? But today with technology, I can follow my loyalty customer through his journey in social media. There is so much more that you can tap that customer and bring them back through channels. So you can actually follow and design a seamless journey for the customer across channels, and the customer is surely going to migrate across channels. And we observe today, because we've done early investments in e-commerce and in developing our app, for that we can see that customers are shopping at the store, and the same customers have cycles and frequency where they are going and shopping online, and even vice versa does happen, where you have an online customer coming into the, and not to forget over here, the home delivery channel. So that's something that we've had right from the start. Again, as a modern retailer, very few modern retailers go into phone delivery service and home delivery service. So that's something that's been a huge learning for us, and it continues to be a big part of our offline stores. So for us, it's now completely seamless, because he can shop online, offline, as well as at the store. And soon we would be developing in store. So the project that we are working on and excited about right now is how do we kind of do suggestive selling to when the customer walks into the store. So can we offer something of value to the customer? So do I know that when this customer has walked into the store, he actually has an abandoned cart which has some products, and can I remind him about that product which is probably lying in an abandoned cart? Or do I know that he bought, say, 5 liters of olive oil 2 months back, and this is a pattern based on his purchase history? I can actually do a predictive suggestion to him at the store when he enters the store with the help of beacon technology, which is the next thing that we're working for. So it's an exciting phase, like I said, for us. And I think for everybody in the food and the retail industry. Is it a choice? Do retailers, brick and mortar retailers, have a choice about going omni-channel? I don't think so. I think it's only about how fast they realize that this is going to be a seamless journey, and how soon they can get the conviction to play really hard in this category. So we believe in, we are in it with all our conviction, and that's what is making it fun. I just want to So we've just launched our television ad for promoting our app, and I thought I should just end with showing our little fruit of labor. We need the sound. Sound?
Plenty at Godrej Nature's Basket. We love choices, and there are plenty at Godrej Nature's Basket, the world food store. Now with the new Nature's Baskets shopping app, these choices are at your fingertips. Choose the best foods from around the world. Indulge in the finest Parmesan cheese and fresh basil from Italy. Authentic green curry paste and lemongrass from Thailand. Or go cheese tasting in France. Find and choose your favorite recipe ingredients in one click. You can pick tasteful gourmet gifts. Organize your favorites for easy ordering. And always be assured of the freshest ingredients. So you can make time for what really matters. Shop online and download the app now. Godrej Nature's Basket, the world food store.
Thanks, guys. Open for questions.
We can take all questions offline. We're out of time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you to Ms. Kavita Palekar, Head of Marketing, Godrej Nature's Basket.